And here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to I forgot my own name, to the Great Uncle Pixel Show, where Great Uncle Pixel, that's me, will attempt to program a video game until the computer explodes or he has to eat dinner. That is my normal voice. What do you mean? I always talk like that. So, as you recall from our last thrilling program, I mostly stared at the screen and went, "Why isn't this working?" for the last hour. And that's where we're picking up. Why isn't this working? So, yeah, I was attempting to start my boss fight. I'll just, for any brand new viewers or for anyone who needs a refresher in what the heck I'm doing here, my boss fight, still with its temporary sprite. And as you can see, my shots go through it. So that is the issue I'm having. Everything I've checked suggests that it should be overlapping perfectly, and it's not. I can't figure out why. The only thing I could possibly think of is that there's a problem with the shots themselves. That somehow, while implementing the boss motion routine, the boss firing routine, I messed up collision detection on the shots. This is unlikely. It's not my first thought as to why this happens, why this is happening, what is going on, where's the beef, all that kind of stuff. Uh, but uh, hi, hello, Ill Philly. Oh, it's a good thing I saw that. Good thing I saw that. Here we go. Good. Almost forgot to put on my hilarious text-to-speech program to remind, so I could keep an ear out for what's going on in chat. Anyway, so what I'm going to do here is, yep, the TTS lady was silent, mysteriously silent. What am I doing here? Right. So, what I'm doing here. This is not going to help me fix the boss fight directly. What this is going to do is going to put the regular aliens back, and I'll see if I mess them up somehow. So there they are, my friends, the little stomping aliens. And we'll see if I can shoot them. I probably can. Yeah, okay. It's because I'm sure you see what I'm staring at the far left side of the screen there. The boss is bouncing up and down. The boss should not be bouncing up and down. The boss should not be appearing here at all. He's he's dancing is what he's doing. Let's see here. Whoop. Oh, yeah, exactly. Now, interesting. And you probably saw that. I just got blowed up real good. Huh. Got blown up, but as you can see, the game's frozen. But as you can also see down here, the game is still running. Okay, boop. Oh, there we go. Streak. I don't know what just happened, but oh, I turned off the wrong. Goodness, you saw some. You saw a bit of how the sausage was made there. The secret pile of stacked images I have created. I employ to create my persona. So anyway, I'm going to run the game again, take a look at it. Run the game again. Run the game again. There we go. Get it up there. And watch it crash. Sound of me uh not regretting life choices, regretting some coding choices here. Thinking, how many versions can I go back to? How many versions do I have to go back to where it was working okay, and then start building again from there, rather than trying to strangle this buggy mess back into shape? Because I did do some things that I wanted to do. Pro. I want to. Because something I added the ball. Something I did messed up other things I did. Clearly. I mean, I know what the. I think I know what the problem is. Get child. J plus 10. Yes. Okay, okay. Let me do some counting here. We got 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one will be 10. So let 10, 11, 12, and 13. Oh, ho. Do it. Maybe. No. No. These have to all be J plus 10. There we go. Okay, that's the problem. Not as big a bug as I thought. Okay. No going back to previous versions. I can wrangle this out. It won't even let me strangle them. Wrangle and strangle and untangle. Good ink. Okay. Sneak. Gonna sneak. Oops, that was a mistake. No, it wasn't. I wanted to see if I could shoot. No, I can't get over far enough to the left to shoot that guy. So let me just make sure the game's still working. Looks like it. I don't like the layout of these guys anymore, but it's okay. I mean, I think eventually each of the enemies will have a different movement pattern. That's why I coded all their movement using variables for the speeds rather than constants, so I could fill it in later, alter it later, or on the fly as the game goes on. But okay, yeah, it's working. It's fine. Oh wait, that's not the thing that wasn't working. Let's try the other thing. Okay, seems to be working. Boom. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I just forgot to reset a couple variables. Okay. I definitely feel a little better about that. That I can't seem to get the boss fight working, but I didn't mess up the rest of the game in the process. Because that is something that can happen. You move one piece of code, and suddenly the rest of it, rest of the everything else starts going. Where are my pointers? I cannot seem to find my pointers. And and I get her message screaming, "Why is everything null?" And I'm going, "Everything should not be null. It should be right over there." Oh, it's over there now. Ah, gotta move that too. I'm moving the furniture around, but still trying to put the books in the same place. All right. Yep. That's basically the problems I'm having with these get parent get children thing. Instancing these shots and instancing the shots, instancing the enemy groups, because those are all instanced enemies. They're basically pointers. They're created on the fly as the program runs, and then they're destroyed on the fly as I destroy them. So yeah, as I there's four aliens right now, and when I shoot one, it's not only there's not only just three aliens on the screen. There's only three aliens in memory. The other one's gone. Now there's only two aliens in memory. So resetting them pointers. And it's always a little difficult to keep in mind. I've always had a little difficulty with pointers. Not the concept, not even always the use, but just keeping in mind what the program looks like when half the variables don't technically exist most of the time. Because right now, when the new stage starts like this, all these things on the left. Have I been showing the? Yeah, okay. Let me just hide that for a moment. All these variables on the left here, or all these nodes on the left, I should say, ship sound, alien hit sound, color rect, etc. Those are the nodes. This is ship hit sound is space get child 0. Alien hit sound is space get child 1. Color rect is space dot get child 2, etc. Down here at the bottom under boss are four copies of Alien Group 1 called Alien Group 2, Alien Group 3, Alien Group 4, and Alien Group 5. you can't see them because they're created on the fly. They're treated as if they were actual nodes in use right now, but they're not physically added to the window list. And I just have to kind of know they're there. I have to kind of know I made them and that I'm using them and where they are and how to access them and how to call variables from them when I don't know exactly what I'm calling them from. I'm not saying I can't do it. I mean, I'm doing it. We're looking at me doing it. I'm just saying, it takes a little more uh, mental bookkeeping to keep all those things in mind. Look at them dance. They dance slow when they're not moving. Dancy, 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 dancy. And that made things a little more confusing because the boss is not instanced, since there's only one of him. There'll only be one boss at a time. Don't have to worry about instances. Which means he'll probably get his own routine for shooting. Because I want the bosses to have more interesting shots than drop straight down. But all that is academic. Oh, I didn't realize I'd left the window off. That's okay. I'm stopping it now. Stopping the game because it appears to be working fine, except for the weird boss on the left side screen. And I'm pretty sure I know why that happened. Pretty sure I know why that happened. Why does it happen, you ask? 'Cause I need this. Hold on. Okay, let me change that too. It's I don't want it to start when I fire. When I'm messing with the boss fight, I want the boss to sit in place. I want to just sit there. Just want the boss to sit there. So let's go true, true. They don't all need to be true because I'm only seeing the first stage anyway. But if I'm correct, it should not. Okay, it doesn't start moving when I fire. Yeah, it's easier to see that's going through it now. That shot and that sprite really do not work together, but that's okay. So, I didn't actually turn the window back on so you could see what the heck I'm doing there. There we go. We're back to that guy sitting there, being all that guy. Okay, good. We need to turn off the boss's ability to shoot, which is a simple matter right now. It's a simple matter right now. Oh, it's a simple matter right now. A shot counter plus equals 1 and not boss. There we go. That should stop the boss's shots. And it did. Okay. It's easier to figure out what I'm. It's easier to test me shooting at the boss if the boss is not capable of killing me repeatedly and constantly. This is all my way of saying I'm still not sure what's wrong. Still not sure what's going on here, but deal with it. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Yes. You have a good eye for these things. Show me what you got. Sometimes it just takes a separate pair of eyes. Yeah, where did my chat panel just go? Docs. Did I hit? I did hit. Okay. Let me. Oh, collagen area. You're correct. But that's just part of the print statement. That's just my so that where is that in res space line 119. Yeah, that's just a text string. Shouldn't affect the code itself. That's just me sometimes being unable to spell. And it's just one, two. Okay, this is Allied Dead. What was the other thing I wanted to check in installation area and collision area? What's the other one? Where's the other called from? Uh, I've forgotten everything. I've forgotten everything except for how to sing. Ding-a-ling, hear the ring. Ding-a-ling, hear the ring.
Hold it now. Where's my brain?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Sorry, that sounded a little snarky. I wasn't meaning it that way. It's more me doubting myself. That's trying to figure out if the areas are set correctly or are the reasons I'm printing these, and those the, the area that I did want to check over here, ship world, ship shot area. Could I have done something dumb like move the ship shot area to somewhere? No, no. Position 00, which means it's right on top of the ship shot. Hmm. Yeah, not ship shot area. Let me look at ship shot area. Let's see, where are you? Where did I put that thing? Why does my game look like this? Where is, did I shut something off here? Oh, okay, because it's the wrong, there we go. Okay, now we got ship shot area. There we go. That's exactly what I want to look at. Let me take ship shot area and drag it over here. Okay, yeah, there, that's the ship shot area. That is what is being compared with the aliens area. That sounds kind of gross. Uh, Further away, so it probably won't. Anyway, shot world, ship world. No, no 2D. Oops. Oh yeah, we can put this back. Oh, we can have this overlapping. There we go. 2, 2. Why, you ask, did you make the area bigger? One, because there's a whole song about it, and two, because I want to see, if that affects anything. At this point, I'm kind of just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Okay, I'm staring at this and humming because there should be a big blue outline around each of these shots, and there is not. Which is doubly confusing. Yeah, I don't know if that's the problem. I don't know if that's the problem, but it's definitely something I want to keep in mind. Ordering. No. Description. Hang on a second. Chip shot area? Oh, I see. I made chip shot hit twice as big. I didn't make chip shot area twice as big. Let's see. Let's try chip shot area twice as big. Collision layer. Collision layer 13. Everything's on collision layer 13. Uh, make this twice as big and see what happens. Already showing that over there? Just not. Let's see here. Let's stop. Restart. But yeah, I'm just kind of throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. Nothing sticks. Nothing sticks for poor great old Uncle Pixel. Golly. Chip shot area. This is boss area. That's 13. This is alien 1. Alien area. This is alien group 1. 1 area. Collision is 5. Collision is 5. 5. That's the problem. Maybe I'm on the wrong collision layer. The other one's on because the other aliens are in collision layer 5, not 13. Feel so dumb if that were it, but that's probably it. It's me. The silence you hear is the sound of me being very annoyed that that worked. The silence you hear is also me wondering why OBS has spit all my docks out into the void instead of being, docked. Okay, there we go. It's back. But anyway, window capture 2, and there's obviously there's no visual indication it's being hit, but it's being hit because you can see my shots aren't passing through it anymore. And also it keeps resetting because that means it resets to the middle of the screen when I quote unquote kill it. See, according to the numbers I put in there, this is actually 3 different stages worth of bosses. So, I can't believe that worked. I'm almost angry that worked. I am very angry. I'm angry and unhappy. The stuff that. So let's go back up here. Back up to the space script. We'll go false, false, true. Now, what this should do, how this should work, what should do work hap be, should be the the two regular groups of enemies followed by a boss fight, repeat. And the key word, as always, is should. See if anything happens to make me die. Okay. Oh, I know what happened there. Right. No, that's not a bug. That's not a bug. The fact it did not go to a boss fight is not a bug. It's because I took the boss fight out of the thing here. Three. I replay. It's only going stage 1, 2, 1, 2 now. So I needed to um, close. Knowing that if I just restart the program while it's already running in OBS, it just sets it to a gray screen. So I got to close the, got to hide the window, restart the game, unhide the window. Now I'm sure there's a better way to do that. Someday I'll find it. The Rainbow Connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Exactly. Okay, 2 fights and then a boss. Uh, okay, that's funny, but I know what I did wrong there. It's fine. I don't have any routine to destroy the boss, just reset it. And hilariously enough, right, the boss still can shoot at me because it can shoot at me while the boss fight variable is not set. And because I don't destroy the boss properly, right, I can't destroy these guys. Okay, this is kind of funny. Kind of funny, not entirely unexpected. Watch the exact second that guy transforms into his buddy. Oh, transform. Anyway, I don't need to keep looking at that. It's fine. It's fine. Check. Oh, okay. That's fine. Good. Hey. Okay. Ha 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 ha! I have to say, this is a slight pause, slight break to celebrate success. It's not done. I mean, obviously, you just saw what a kind of weird, buggy mess it was. But it's a weird, buggy mess in a way I completely understand. Because I've got. It transitions correctly from the regular fight to the boss fight. Whew, excuse me. Does not transition correctly from the boss fight back to the regular alien fights. Which will be fixed when I put in a proper explosion sequence for the boss. I didn't add a proper boss defeated routine yet. I mean, keyword being yet. I need to find a big explosion noise. That is I, Grunklef. That text to speech, I have to say. Grunklef. I have to look at what you actually wrote. Grumplep. Grunkle P, yeah. But it said it Grunklep, which is hilarious. I mean, you were also, just for the record, Bluebird underscore songster. Because that's the way a normal person would pronounce that. Everyone just reads punctuation marks out loud, right? Hey. Uh oh. Friend LOL. Friend LOL. Friend LOL. It really likes to hit those hard consonants. The text to speech. Anyway, I'm just taking a moment to to savor my. Hold on. Friend Bibble Friend He is what you just wrote, according to the text to speech. Just so you're aware, because it's funny. What's the text to speech? What's the name of that voice? I forget. Uh, name of that voice is Zira, Microsoft Zira. So seems to be built in to this. Okay, that's enough celebrating. Now I've got to. I keep thinking I want to make a giant explosion. I think that may be Sunday. I think Sunday maybe is what I'll do. I mean, at some point, I just got to go and make a ton of graphics. just a not a ton, but you know what? This is a good time as any for old Uncle Grunkle P. In fact, this is a great time for old Grunkle P to update his space deflators, things to work on document. Yeah, see if I'm putting the right thing there. Yeah, okay. There you go. You can all follow along with me as I edit my document. So first of all, we got this here. Bugs. Collision detection, not working for boss, unsure why. Boop, gone. Put that down here. 3. See some of my secret notes about the things I added to the stream itself. But don't worry. So, being a little bit confused and unprofessional is part of my brand. It's these aren't mistakes. It's branding. Okay, so here we go. This is actually done. Exactly. So let's see here. More aliens and alien formations. Okay, in the works. Start enemy shots slower, have them speed up as you clear more stages. New types of alien shots. Now 1 and 1B are both require new graphics. I have to work on new graphics for that. Alien formations not so much, but I could work on alien formations. I mean, it's right here literally in number 1. I mean, live score, etc. There's a lot of question marks in this one, so we're gonna see. Pause and title screen. Yeah, okay. That's later. I'm gonna put the title screen in last. I like you, Sully. That's why I kill you last. I meant the last panel on the page. That's my terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Anyway, so more aliens and alien formations can do right now. If not more aliens, more alien formations. So let's do that right now. Sorry, just paused in the middle of switching screens and had some think thoughts. And we'll just see how it works. Let's see if I can put like 4, 4, 10. No, let's get rid of the boss fight. Let's get rid of the boss fight entirely. For now. False. Okay. You see what I'm thinking here, right? So we got a new variable called total stages equal to 4. And we go down here. Now I just need to change that variable at the top to know how many stages there are before it loops. Oop, hold on. Hit Shift C instead Control C. I'm going to make these kind of goofy. 30, 50, 70, 90. Okay. Wait a second, wait a second. I think I didn't actually change anything there. I think this will produce, I think this will, and this for me, 2020, 100, and 100 will produce exactly the same layout. Two of the aliens will be switched, but since they look the same, it'll look the same anyway. It's, okay, good enough. Doesn't matter. These numbers don't actually matter. What matters is this group of 4 and this group of 4 are different. The second, these two sets of 4 are different from these two sets of 4, and the same for the second line. That's all that matters. Now we're going to start playing the game. Am I? Oh, you're correct. Goodness, that would have blown up in my face in the good eye. I mean, I would have fixed it, but good eye saved me from having to. I forgot to switch my window back. You. There we go. Okay. Go here. Now. I'm just gonna take a look at what happens here. I think at some point now, I will want to offline just on a piece of paper or scratch pad. There we go. 3, and then 4. Yeah, these exact patterns don't matter. And then it wraps around to stage 0 again. Stage 1. Actually, it is 1. And these, yeah. So yeah, these exact formations don't matter. What matters is I can make different formations. As many formations as I like. I can make 1,000 different formations. If I do that, I'm probably going to initialize it in a different way. If I initialize those arrays in a different way, because that would get very long. But for now, it works. Listen to those balloons pop. Very, very pleased am I. Gonna gonna call that test there. I'm not calling the stream there. I'm calling the test there. So I'm gonna go back and start putting more stuff in. I do like when I've reached a part of the game where I can put more stuff in. Don't close my eyes. Just Friday afternoons at 3-ish is well, it's 4 now, but that's when sleepies will get you if you don't watch out for them. Afternoon sleepies. When great Uncle Pixel had a real office job back in the olden days, uh, afternoon sleepies hit me hard then. But I can counter them. I know how to counter the alien sleepies, and the solution is more cowbell. I mean, more coding. Cowbell coding, same thing. I forgot what I was going to code. I just right there in my brain, and then it went away. It took a little nap. Let's see here. Open space deflators, things to do. Scroll down, stream things. One, add cowbells. Got it. Okay. Adding cowbells has been added to the list of things for me to do. Because glorious idea. Can never have too many cowbells. It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out. Which is, at this point, an older meme itself. I went into this script with intent to do something. You know what it was? Initialize alien array. Okay, bear shot, no. Okay. Shooting is less than A max shots, and A is not. Okay. Always a bit of a pain. This is a bit of a pain. Okay, hang on, hang on. Where are the shots? Okay. Shot world. That's here. New node. Okay. Okay, okay. New shot is good, 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 good. I can put it here. If I'm remembering correctly, I don't need this variable because new shot node is just the same as new shot. Yeah, new shot dot. Hold on, I'm thinking. It's working. It's fine. Everything's good. Everything's fine. I know what I'm doing. Just need to think a few steps ahead. Need to make sure I'm setting the variables I want to set. There. There. Initialize that to 10. Oh, their shot speed int equals 10. Right. Now that I have a variable in here called shot speed, uh, go back to space. Yeah, let's see if this works correctly. New shot, that's shot speed. Oh, what if I just set it that way? It's going to start off really slow. I'm going to want to. Oh, valid assignment of property or key shot speed with value of type int on a base object of type node 2D. Hang on. That. Yes, that's correct. Should work. We'll see if that works. Yes, it did. It looks like it worked. This is, again, not the final value of anything that's going on here, but, oh man, that's way too slow. Anyway, that's fine. Way too slow is fine, because I want to see, whoa. Now it should go twice as fast. Or it could not fire at all. That's a good idea. Certainly a thing that could happen. They could not fire it all. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, they're back. And as you'll notice, the shots speed up with every stage. I think I just need to start the minimum at higher than 1. when the even when the even when the formation pattern repeats, the shots keep speeding up. I'm going to put a hard limit, I think, on there. Because right now there's no limit. It's just every level the shots are going to get faster and faster and faster until they drop immediately. They make it so fast that I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure whether they're moving smoothly or not. I don't. I think they are. I feel like they are. I may be wrong, but yeah, they keep getting faster and faster with every stage. Yeah, I mean, put that in for a while. I like that. It's difficult. Getting difficult to dodge, but that's okay. I like what's going on here. I like this. Then that was easy to implement because I set it up so I could implement it earlier. I had it in my mind, so I left some. Look at those shots; they're quite fast. Getting faster every stage. Oops. Yeah. Yes, good. Good explosions. Just stop. Okay, let me also comment out these print debugs. Debugging here. Leave that one. Is that all of them? I thought there was another print debug that I needed that I was printing. Might be another script. In any case, just keep an eye down there and see. All right, there's one in Boss GD. There shouldn't be one there. Nothing should be happening in Boss GD right now. So, paused, right? Yes. Okay. So setting paused here will not affect any other variable with the name paused. Good. Just telling me that that variable is not used anywhere, even though it is used, in fact. In fact, fair shot node does not seem to be used anymore. No, it is. So weird. It tells me Vershot node. It's giving it a warning for this variable because it tells me Noonshot node is never used in the block. And then down here, if I remove it, it gives me this. It tells me new shot node is not declared in the block. New shot node anyway. So yeah, let's get rid of that. That's good. Get rid of both of them. That's. But yeah, just making sure. Is the none of this should be happening. There we go. Boss GD. Boss it. Two. Function.x equals 0. Okay, the boss. That should give the boss a. Okay. That should hypothetically give the boss a rudimentary death animation. Not really animation so much, but it does make it at least move the heck off the field. It's gonna do weird things by making that one true, but still leaving it a 4x4. But that's fine. Again, that's all tweaks. There's always time to tweak the numbers once all everything's working. Huh. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what happened there. Boss paused and disappeared, but the next stage started, I guess, during what would be its explosion animation. There's it pauses for just a second when it gets hit. And that's the explosion right there. And that's it disappearing from its explosion. Okay. I have to say, it's starting to look like something. Game is starting to look like something. Something simple, but something. And since I always intended to make something simple, that means it's what I've made. It's working. It's a little more complex than the Space Invaders game. It's both simpler and more complex than the Space Invaders game I was picturing. I mean, there's no shields, there's no uh, bonus point saucer flying by. There's no score to begin with. Stage starts. Okay. It's as the old song goes, it's looking good. It's looking good, it's looking good, it's looking good, it's looking good, it's looking good. The prefab 4. Okay. Let me look at my document. Aliens and alien formations in progress. Start enemy shots slower, have them speed up as you clear more stages. Implemented. Need to tweak numbers. But tweaking numbers, balance pass, that's last. That is absolutely the last step. Make big explosion animations. Let's call that in progress. Sorry, I looked at number 3 on my list here, lives, score, etc. I'm just picturing what that would look like. So I'm thinking that instead of showing lives as a number, it'll be like some early video games where the number of ships you have will be represented by a little series of ships at the bottom, and I was trying to think of how to do that, and the answer is instance those ships. It's those ship images. They won't need any collision, they won't need I don't think they'll need any code on them. Just the code that creates them. And every time I die, it removes one ship from the list at the bottom, or from the screen. Of course, the only danger of that is overloading the screen with ships going. If I give myself 255 lives, the little ship images will be just way off the screen. But that's fine. I think that'll be okay. I think that'll be okay. Fortunately, I could do what Atari 2600 Phoenix did, which was the number of ships was one image, regardless of how many ships you had, and then it capped you at how many ships you could have. So it didn't go past it didn't try to call an image that didn't exist. So there were ways to bypass that. You could glitch past that and get like 255 ships, in which case it would show a glitched square where the image of the number of ships you have should have been. So one of those two ways may work. I'm thinking the latter actually, because I don't need to tie up uh, instanced memory just for a visual effect. Instead, it can just be an array, or not even an array. It could call an animation on the no, not animation. Call a frame of an animation, or make it an animated sprite with let's say 5 or 6 different frames, where frame 0 has no ships and frame 1 has 1 ship and frame 2 has 2 ships, which means I can match the number of lives to the animation frame and just have it call that up to a point where, like, if the number of lives is greater than 5, then it'll just show the 5 image. Or I think 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 for 5 plus is might be the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking this. Liking this idea that I'm visualizing right now inside my skull. And for score, well, I haven't really started on score. I think I may use a different font from the Intellivision font I used in the last game. Find the flag frog to make a real boss sprite. As I said, probably I'll use the frog. I kind of like making that frog a thing. Froggy, 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 froggy. Hmm. Froggity, 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 froo. Here's I'm thinking making the frog the final boss. I'll find the frog in space. And now I'm going to hear what the text to speech says about that. Said, yeah. However, you're picturing right now how the text to speech handled space with all those extra A's, I assure you, you're wrong. Said spay. Where did the C go? No one knows. Nobody knows where the C goes when the C goes up its nose. Anyway, oh no, oh no. Yeah, let me see where it initializes. Where a niche typing things here. Okay. That one. I want to wait here. boss, then wait, get tree here. And okay, I just want to see if longer pause right there will keep it so that the boss, the new group doesn't appear before the boss disappears. I want there to be some staging between the boss. Let's see here. Let's see if this works, or at least looks a little better. And now should be the boss after I shoot this guy. There he is. Okay. Now, if you assume, if you can imagine, not assume, if you can imagine that during those seconds when the boss enemy is just sitting there doing nothing before it disappears, is actually a giant, ridiculous, overblown explosion. Play Gorf, uh, blow up the flagship in Gorf, 1981 Bally Midway arcade game. Blow up the flagship in Gorf if you want to know the kind of explosion I'm talking about. I'm picturing in my head. That should start right when you do that. Perfect. So yeah, it just sits there and pauses now and does nothing of interest. But that's a graphics thing. That just requires graphics and sound effects and other aesthetic stuff. The coding is correct. 2, 3 shots, 4. Disappears. There's a pause, then it disappears, and there's a pause, and then the new group appears. Perfect. Dun, 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 dun. That's the music I hear in my head when I think about the Gore flagship blowing up. The music only exists in the ColecoVision version of Gorf. In the arcade version, it talks to you. It says it congratulates you and tells you you've gone up a rank in a very difficult to understand, entirely synthesized voice. But most of the home versions couldn't do the voice. I could definitely go off on a tangent about that. Not about the home versions using a voice, but how it still amazes me to this day how the gap between arcade games and home games got narrower and narrower until now. Technology wise, there's no gap. Usually, if something's in an arcade, it's a it has specialized hardware that you can't easily get at home, like giant screens or dance pads, and even those you can get at home. Some of them, like gun games. Whew. Coden's thirsty work. Yeehaw. Yeah, yeah. Good old Neo Geo. But even that isn't so much a case of the arcade is the same as the console. It's more of a case of the arcade is the console. It's just a console so good that they stuck it in arcades. And that, yep, yep. I have. It is quite easy to get a hold of old arcade games these days. Forget when I noticed the gap narrowing, but it was decades ago at this point. Of course, these days there's barely any arcades. At least not arcades the way I knew them back when I was a kid. More like when I was a teenager. When I was a real little kid, there weren't any arcades either. Remember some video games at bowling alleys, but I completely forgot how I got on this topic. Oh yeah, Gorf. I was thinking about Gorf, but it's fine. I'm making. I just if that. Gangadol. Google D. Google D. Minimize that. Let me look at Space Invaders. What was I going to do? What did I just do? What did I just add? Where am I? Okay, there we go. I just added the speed. I just added the boss quote unquote explosion. I think what I want to do here is limit the shot speed. If stage is less than 10. Else. This will cap it at the speed that was its default speed before, and it'll start at speed 2 rather than speed 1. Yeah, kind of like that. And this only affects well, it affects the normal shot is what it does. I'm going to add in more shots that may or may not be affected, whose speed may or may not be affected by the stage number. I am looking in my head. Look at it, see it right there, right floating in front of me. You see that? I'm picture right there. I'm picturing the shot, the other shot the aliens will drop at least at first, which will explode in a huge AOE, and the shot and the explosion can both kill you. I think I'll have it alternate with the regular shots, and I think I'll have them only kick in like later, like maybe after the first boss fight. I want to put in. I'm gonna make a list, add it to my list, but of exactly what different shots I want. Now that I think, I am perfectly sure that I need to design more aliens, not on the computer, but with a piece of paper and a pencil. Piece of notebook, lined notebook paper, or graph paper and a pencil. Graph paper is probably better because I could actually fill in the uh, uh, pixels. How could I forget the word pixel? What? How? Me? Look me here. Me person name pixel. Forget word pixel. How? I'm just that good, baby. Oh yeah, that's right. Uh-huh. Feel a little weird tonight. It's just it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's almost 5 p.m. I'm not finishing at 5 p.m. I don't think. But you know, getting I know you're getting your big fancy cars, your Cadillacs and stuff, and you're driving home from work. Nobody does that. And I don't think anyone gets off of work until 6. But I don't. I would not want a big fancy Cadillac around here. And by around here, I mean the entirety of Europe. I think I'd feel safer in a golf cart, more maneuverable in these streets. Brain's going to weird places tonight. Uh, did I stop it? Is this thing here? Okay, yeah. Let me get back to. Look at this. It's code. Someone put a program in front of me. I should program it and stuff. Like power up. Well, see, a lot of these things require new graphics. But I can start work on them now. I like the idea. I like I like the idea of power-ups. I'm picturing the power-ups. I mean, I'm picturing them as the capsules from Arkanoid, little colored capsules with letters spinning down. But that aesthetically, it does not match anything that's going on in this game. And power-ups can look like anything, so they don't have to look like that. They don't have to look like that at all. So that's what I can't stop picturing. You know, what does that look like? Except I think I'm gonna right now, right this second, you can't stop me. I'm too powerful. I control the horizontal. I control the vertical. Hold on, someone just let's get rid of. Yeah, there we go. Somebody in chat thought they were funny, and I got rid of them. See here, bots. I don't care about your Stromboli website. Get it away. Just shove it up your Stromboli. Let's see. I was gonna do something, and then Stromboli distracted me. Right, I was gonna do painting. This is untitled. Good. Canvas is very small. It is very small and little with cute. That's the technical term. Look at these dots. Big dots, big dots. But so Why did they make it a pencil if it's not a pencil? By which I mean, one. Traditionally, the pencil controller, the pencil icon is called such, is designed as such because if you click on a white square, it turns black. Or if you click on any color but the one you're using, it turns to that color. But if you click on the color you're using, it disappears. That's what the pencil is for. Because one side's an eraser. But no, I gotta use the eraser. And the eraser's the size of the entire sprite. What the heck is wrong with you? Okay, we're gonna use the pencil and just make it white. I'm not entirely sure what I'm drawing. Problem. I can't use a black on white on a black screen. It's gonna have to be a white on black. That's reflect, right? Yeah. Choose. Okay. Here we go. Dump. 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 And then we looks even less like a battery than I pictured it before. I was picturing a little double A battery. It's okay. Certainly not the worst power up icon I've ever seen. Save. Okay. Yeah, I just hit new because I want to see. Right. Take a dump. That sounds wrong. That white. Take that one. Sound good. Sound good. Like hats. I saw someone under the kitchen table talking to my old tomcat. They were talking about a hotkey. The cat was talking back. Around about then everything went black. Wasn't that a party? There we go. Generic energy capsule. Call that power up E. And if I calculate correctly, I should have just saved it in the correct spot to have. Oh, come on. Where's that? Ugh, okay. The spear again. Kazam, it's gone. I'm correct. There we go. Power up. And power up E, which I like better, so I'll use that one. Let's see here. Select all. Select all. Back to going back to look at paint some more. Does paint have the tools I would like? Let's see, save as, it's power up E, yeah. E2. I didn't actually change anything. That's why I can change it without messing up the original power up. Original power up E, you're painfully limited. Annoying. Oh, don't do image creator. Wow, I can use all this AI garbage. I'm sure AI is a perfectly nice fellow. I'm sure. Doubt it. Okay, so we got pencil, eraser, color picker, fill. Yeah, we got our resize and skew. Don't want. Do not want. Flip vertical, flip horizontal. Rotate. Okay. Remove background. What exactly do you think the background is here? Just removed everything. And I'd love to be zoomed in more than this, but I am zoomed in literally all the way. I cannot zoom in any zoomier. Oh, there's the undo button. That's good. It's up there. Okay, share, save, view. Right, aren't you? Oh no, I can. It doesn't have to be the hard way. Okay, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna make this brown. Is that brown? I don't know. It looks pink to me. There's another reason this game's in black and white. And we take black and white are the two colors that I am sure I am looking at correctly. There we go. Go back here. Let's close that again. And you may have seen on the left over here, power up E and E2 propagated. Yeah. Let's down here. Yeah, the main node is called Jest Space because come on, you can do it. I believe in you. How hard to right click on this. Animated. I mean, it's for 2D. make this a sub of Colorect for now, not because I particularly it'll be not because I particularly want it to be a child of Colorect, but because if I don't make it a child of a child, it's going to mess up all my shooting routine again. And I want to be prepared for when that happens. And I'm going to forget I did that in the face of because I am pretty sure that I can change I can recode it so that when I add a node, it'll just recalculate how many nodes there are on its own and adjust accordingly, rather than me having to change every single. It'll still require a variable to keep track of it, and I'll have to change everything once to use that variable instead of a constant. So instead of j plus 10 or whatever, it'll be j plus uh, child frame child nodes, where child nodes is the variable I make up to. But just for now, just for now. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to instance the power up. I think there'll only be one power up on the screen at a time, which means I only need one on it at a time. I'm not quite sure what the power up will do. I made a note about it. Okay. Frames. Frames. Oops. I'll just drop. There we go. Let's see here. Transform. That's what I want. Because at the moment it's only 8 pixels by 8 pixels. And then play on load. I just kind of want to see what it looks like. Just kind of want to see what it looks like. If I correct, I should have put it right in the middle. I may have put it under one of the enemies because I don't see it. Don't see it. It is nowhere seen. But here, let me kill some of these guys. Huh? No, they're not. It's not here. The enemy shots now start out at speed 2, and then instead of speed 1, so they're not painfully slow on the first round. Yeah. I shot the boss too many times, so everything didn't quite reset properly. Something else to fix. Because right now the boss is still shootable. That will not be the case because I'm going to replace its sprite with a different sprite, and that difference. So I'll move the aliens. I'll move the boss sprite off the field first and replace it with a different sprite, and that different sprite will not have any collision. So I won't be able to shoot the explosion and have that count against the next stage's number of enemies, which seems to be what's happening now. Why all the alien formations are messed up. And anyway, uh, stop. Right, the energy, the energy. Out here to 2D and see where I put the energy pod. Oh, I put it over there. Okay, let's just zoom in. No, no. 10, 10. Unlink it, unlink it. 10, 10, 10. Okay, there, that's about the size I want. And 1,000, 1,000? Yeah, 500, 200, 1,500. Oh, I couldn't see it. It was too far away. So yeah, I just want to see what this thing looks like. Material script, metadata. Uh, Visibility. There we go. Top level. Top level. Children. I think the problem is actually setting it to color rect, which is a pain, but oh, I know. You are now a child of Ship Brew. You don't actually use Ship Brew anywhere. Subset of it should be okay. Let's ship. Where is Ship Blue? That's the question. Oh, right, it's hidden. Ship Blue. Ooh, 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 Ship Blue. Okay. We got energy. Very angry. Okay, scale. No, no, no. Scale is 1 and 1. I'll work to go through for a test. Gee. I want to put energy somewhere where I can just, okay. Okay, fine. You go here for your own magic thing. I just want to see it appear on the screen. That's all. Putting energy there broke everything. Oh, let's make it a subset of ship hit sound. Which, doesn't really have a location. Oh, that looks like it's right where I want it. Just put it in the middle of the screen. Give me an E in the middle of the screen. Okay. Huh. It's appearing, but it's weirdly blurry. I'm not sure I'm going to use this. It's not going to be that big when it's I'll work on its size. It'll probably, yeah, it should probably be a subset of it should be a no. Um I'll figure out where it goes eventually. I just want to play with the sprite. I just want to play with sprites. That's all. I just wanted to be Bavarian for one brief shining moment. Is that so bad? Yes, Frank. Yes, it is. I want to look at. First, I want to look at the alien. There you go. Alien 1 area. Alien Group 1. Alien 1. Yeah. Because there is texture. Okay. That's what right. I knew there was something. I knew there was something for that. Ship brew, where did I put it? It's up there, right? Yeah, right there it is. Filter nearest, not filter inherit. Inherit, yes. And hit save. That should. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Nice clean edges, no more blur. Yeah, it'll probably be smaller than that. I mean, right now it's bigger than the aliens themselves, and it should be, like, tiny. Not tiny, but, smaller. Something like that, perhaps? Did it shrink? Yes. Probably even smaller than that. 3. Type the 4. Like that. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's cute and tiny and little. Little, small and little was cute. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's animating a little too slow though. Doesn't have to be fast, but frame every 2 seconds is a little too slow. I don't think it's. I don't think I can change its animation speed while it's running, while the game's running. I changed its size while it was. Oh no, there it goes. Uh, Epileptic viewers, you might want to look away at this point. Sped it up to 10 frames per second, but nothing. Maybe give us a minute there. Okay, there we go. That's making my eyes cross. At that tiny size. I just made it even smaller. I think that's too small. I think 3 was better. Definitely that is too fast. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So it seems the magic number is 3. Scale 3 and 3 frames per second for the flashing. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. I've got two or three different ideas. Two or three different ideas of what I want to do with it. Yep. And what after all is an E but a backwards 3? Like so. Silence is me going, that looks pretty good as a 3 instead of an E. What can I do with a power up that involves the number 3? Like three-way shots? Something like that? Three-way shots aren't a bad idea. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go over to my space deflators. document and add three-way shots. Already have the E/3 sprite. So, but I'm going to figure out how to implement a three-way shot later. For now, what I'm going to do, just set that invisible. Still there, haven't moved it. Still technically flashing right above me. It's just not visible anymore. So I'm going to hold that in reserve for when I start putting in power-ups. Just looking, now I'm just staring at the screen. Not in the sense of dazedly, but I'm studying the screen to try and decide where's the best place for the score and lives display to go. This is fairly cramped as and I'm thinking of a few different vague ideas. None of them aren't really 1970s ish, but that's okay. They'll all have to be exact imitations of a 1970s aesthetic. Kind of thinking I want the score to look like red LEDs and be semi-transparent and be transparent, so you can see enemies through the score. I think that would look very nice. Maybe I'm wrong. So, the risk of being wrong. Yeah. Just make a note on Google here. Where's the habit calling you Googling? I haven't used Google since I got this new computer. Because mod haven't used Chrome, haven't used Google. Kind of like Google better than I like Google better than DuckDuckGo, but Google is evil these days, so that's true. Also, speech to chat. What are you doing with the word DuckDuckGo? DuckDuckGo. Where'd the K's go? What did you do with the K's? DuckDuckGo. 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 Dugga. Digga digga dug. I forgot what I was going to type into the DuckDuckGo search window. Right. Gotta look for a font finder. Font, free LED number font. Yeah, something exactly like that. Oh no, that's not a font. That's just a vector image. You piece of crap. 56 free lead fonts. like that one? Let me try. I'm not sure. Ooh, let's try that. Oh, closer to what I want. I'm looking at 1001 fonts. I realize now this is appearing on screen because I don't want to display all my tabs. Anyway, I just grabbed a couple fonts. I'll work on that. I'll actually use them a little later, off stream. I'm not 100% sure how to install fonts on this computer. I mean, I'll figure it out in 3 seconds. I know, but I don't need to be figuring that out on stream here. Same, feeling kind of good. Just grooving, just grooving along. Oh yeah, yeah. Pretty sure I can probably just double click the darn thing to install it. Doot, 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 doot. Space. That make that makes sense. Makes sense. Unzip it first, or I'll try both. I know what I'm doing. I keep having more ideas for find the flag is are the issue. Not big ideas, just small ideas. Maybe on Monday I'll do a find the flag palette cleanser, as it were, before getting back to this. Games, I'm enjoying making it. I like watching it come together, but in some ways it's oddly more wearying than Find the Flag was. I don't know why. I don't really know how to explain it any better than that. I think, I think it's all these instance nodes that I'm juggling in my head that's makes it a little more. Because yeah, juggling instances and playing with actual collision, those are both very new to me. I'm using them. I'm doing them, but they're kind of slipping. Sometimes they just slip through my fingers. So I wanted to do something other than energy and graphics, and yeah, I don't like. I think I want to sit down and make a list of power ups. I do not have a list of power ups that I definitely want to implement. So there's no point in making sprites for the power ups I plan to implement. So far, right now it's just a vague, distant idea. And I think I see how to do them. I think I see how. I think one of them is going to be you start out only being able to fire 2 shots at a time. maybe even only one shot, and then there's a power up with a +1 on it or something that lets you shoot an extra shot at a time until you have you're back up to 5, which is what it is now. Ideas I have jotted down here are bigger shots, which which I think could involve just stretching the size of the sprite, but would probably involve a different sprite entirely for aesthetic reasons. Make the other sprite look a little more dangerous. Maybe even animated. Ooh. Homing shots. The thing about homing shots is that's a fun idea for it because they're not, but maybe not for this game because there's too few enemies. If you're fighting a big ass boss, having a homing shot. If I did implement a homing shot, I would have it. I would probably have it do less damage to the boss. Similarly, I think I'd have the big shot do more damage to the boss. Maybe a slower, large shot. Larger but slower shot that does more damage to the boss. Maybe counts as 2 hits instead of 1. All these ideas and similar I have similar ideas, some of which are the same ideas for the enemy shots. Right now, I think I only want to implement the exploding AOE shot, but hmm, I don't have graphics for an exploding AOE shot right now. Do I? Do I have graphics for an exploding AOE blurble shot? Yeah, this is rather boring to look at. I'm gonna have to bring. Okay. But yeah, an enemy AOE shot. Now that I'm getting a little more skilled with paint. With paint. Paint. Yay, paint. And I'm going to continue, because why not? Now I'm going to break from the norm. I'm going to use this same brown that I was talking about looking like it was pink for this shot. It's just going to be a single. Yeah. Explo shot. We'll call that Explo shot 1 so I can keep them all together. I realize though, if I use just an 8x8 sprite, I'll use the 8x8 sprite. Oh, then the AoE won't be very big. Oh, let's make some random noise. There. If we make an AoE shot, I can increase the size of the sprite while it's exploding. In fact, I don't even have to animate the explosion as such. I mean, I'm going to draw an explosion as such. It's just going to be a little round dome of energy. Brown. Wish I could zoom in further. It's just a little awkward working at this size. And let's make that a little. There we go, a little dome of energy. Hmm. Crap, I just saved it under the same name as the previous one. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. This is supposed to be Exploshot 3. Now let's go back in black and hit the sack. Once I'm long, never coming back now. Never end. Da, 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 da. This will be Exploshot 2. Yeah, it'll be in the rectangle when it hits the ground. It'll explode into a little semicircle when it hits the ground. I know there's no ground technically, but I I can put one in. I should do that next. But open and open. Open Exploshot 1 so I could resave it with the correct everything. That's a different color than what I was using there. Oof. Floof, I say. Okay. 3-frame exploding shot. What I'm gonna do. I mess things up. Let me see here. I want to look at Shot World. Six Shot World. See how this works. Oh, no, no, no. It's fine. There it is. Detonate. Okay, I have it. I have it already prepared. I have an animation, but I think I'm gonna call this explosion. EX shoot. Explosive shoot. Explosive. Let's just call it explosive. And we got sprite frames. And we just drop Exploshot in here. Drop Exploshot in here. And nothing else. It won't animate. It won't, explosive 2. Now be this and this. And no looping. Okay. This is pretty good, because then I could just use the same, yeah, this is now just an alternate animation for the regular enemy shot sprite, and I'll have, of course, a variable that will call the correct sprite or correct animation and determine its powers. But that's nothing unusual. That's nothing I haven't done before. Kind of looking forward to that. Uh, I don't like that. Open and open. So explode shot 2. Open. Zoom. Save as PNG. Explode shot 4. Okay, let's shrink it just a little bit. Okay. So shot 4 will be dropped in right here. At all. That's not what I wanted at all. Let's shrinkity dink. Yep. Let's shrink this paint window so I could see what I'm looking at. Yeah, okay, that's more like what I want. There we go. So yeah, it'll go through these 3 frames pretty quickly. The whole process of this AOE shot should not take more than a second, if even that much. Maybe a half a second from the time it hits the ground till the time the sprite disappears for it to explode. I have to change the rules because it's not. It's supposed because the regular shot disappears either when it hits your ship or when it goes far enough, a certain distance below the edge of the screen at the bottom. This would never get past the edge of the screen, so I can't use the. So I can't use that method for destroying it. It has to either be destroyed when it hits you, or when when the explosion animation finishes. Mostly explaining this out loud so I can hear it and do it because I have to do it. You gotta beat the drum. You gotta beat the drum. Yeah, if anyone is listening, watching and listening to this on VOD right now or on YouTube, uh, be advised that when I get enough viewers, come on down and ask me to sing songs from the 1970s and 1980s, possibly even the 1960s and 1950s, right in that region. Early 1990s too. No, I think the old 1990s. Yeah, 1950s and 1990s karaoke sing along with Great Uncle Pixel. You request the song, I sing it. But I need more people in here. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to admit that. Uh, I need. Otherwise, I know who's going to be making song requests, and they're going to be very silly. I don't guarantee to know every song, but I'm sure and heck know way too many. I feel like singing. I like singing. I haven't done any singing in a while. Done a real karaoke in a while. Should go and do some karaoke. 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 There's a knapsack in my back. Boom. Okay, so I've got the explosion set up. Now, what I have to do, uh, is make the shot, a thing, make it possible. So let's go all the way back here to space, because in space is the one that generates the shots. Okay, okay. I'm looking at this. I'm trying to think of the easiest way. No, wrong phrase. The most efficient way to do this. I think the code for doing the explosion and the animation and everything will be in the ship shot uh, or shot world itself. Let's save that. It'll be in the shot world script. It'll be in here. Shot speed int. Okay. This is very important to check. What is these shots have to be at the same size? What is this? This is two by 8. Okay. What is this? This is 2 by 8. Okay. Dang it, this will not work the way I wanted it to. Because just because uh okay, okay. Okay. Let's let's yeah, I immediately see the problem with this because the P-shot area doesn't change size. It's going to be the same size as the existing shot, even when the animation shows the round explodey area shot. Rectangle shape 2D. I think I can change this at will. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh, definitely shouldn't have done that. Here's a rectangle shape. Now I gotta go back and fix it. Uh, uh, shut. Psychiatrist. Let me zoom in some more. Oh, okay, there we go. P-shot. Um, Filter is nearest. Be nearest, not inherit. Right, shot one is not 2 by 8. It's 64 by 256. Oh dear. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna go away. Everything goes away sometime. Boopy doo, boopy doo. Anyway, that shot area. Trans. So it matches. There we go. And there we go. It's back to normal. I hope. Well, let's just see. Do a quick little game thing here. I'm sure I can still get hit. Wrong window. Oh, that worries me. Why does it say game starting? What did I mess up? What? Oh, okay, there it goes. Okay. Oh, and it looks like did okay. Looks like it's fine. Shots. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I didn't mess it up too bad. Only messed up a little bit. So what I gotta do is change the scale these uh so 64 by 256. Yeah, okay, 64 by 256, not 8 by 8. So the ship shot 64 times 256. There's got to be a way. – change. I need to do some research on this, but they're okay. I think okay. What I'm doing, I think, what I'm going to do is worry about it one step at a time. This step, the step I'm on now, is not worrying how to change the size and shape of the collision detection area on the fly. The goal right now is to implement the other shot the way it can keep the same shot area, but I want to make sure it explodes when it hits the ground the way I'm picturing. And when I say the ground, I mean uh, uh, a vertical height approximately equal to the bottom to where the ship is resting, which I will tweak as I go. It's gonna be a bit of a pain. Not much. I think I can do it. I think I can do it before I sign off today. That but this is gonna be the last thing I do today. I think, unless this takes like a lot less time than I'm imagining. So anyway, let's go to the P-Shot script. Go back to node 2D and see where ship blue is located. Transform. To position 0. There's got to be a starting area where this is. There we go. 600. Okay. Alright, hold on a second. I need to do something in Photos before I can do any of this stuff. Photos not the best program, but I figured out some of its uses, and this is one of them. Um, okay, let's see here. Let's open my doofy dee doo. Doofy dee doo 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 doo. Space. Space deflators. Space deflators. Space and then space and it's space. Okay. Okay, Exploshot 4, 1, 2, and 3. And open. And open. And open? Okay, there we go. There we go. There's the magic I'm looking at. Look how amazing and not terrible that is. Okay, this earlier. The resize image. There we go. So let's scale that up to 256 by 256 and see what it looks like. Make sure it doesn't blur it. I'm going to call this Exploshot 4X. And I'm going to go. It's on the desktop. What do you mean it's on the desktop? That's not where it's supposed to go. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Exploshot 4X. Double click. Oof. Oof, what are you doing, photos? It opened it blurry, and it scaled it up even blurrier. Let's take a look. Explody, plody. Yeah, I don't know if it's coming through clear on the video how unclear these images are. All blurry in photos. And they're even blurrier when I resize them. So let me shrink it down to 100%. Make it 100%. Maybe that'll do the thing. And then I can resize image. 256 by 256. Quality 100%. Hit save. 4x. Place the previous Exploshot 4x. Let's see what Exploshot 4x looks like now. Where are you, Exploshot 4x? There you are. Showing the right image here on the stream. I'm not showing anything on the stream. I don't think. Yeah, it blew it up incredibly blurry. Um, I'm keeping it. It's fine. It's fine. It's blurry. It stinks. It's fine. Blurry. It sucks. It's terrible. It's fine. Cause I'm just gonna see resize image. I'll just make a new better sprite later. It's not like I didn't just throw this one together in 5 seconds. So Exploshot 1x. Oh, I hit a backslash. And resize 256. Yeah, I realize I'm getting hung up on the wrong thing. Making it look perfect, that can always come later. And fixing animations is something I like. I don't want the animations to suck too much. But the actual pixel art, I can always improve that later. I mean, there's a difference between deliberately low quality pixel art and whatever the heck is going on here. So let's close. There we go. back to maybe I won't get this done today. I've got to whoops, don't start erasing video sources, me. So we got Exploshot over here. Exploshot 1x, 2x, 3x, and 4x. Go over to Ship World, no, Shot World, and P-Shot. Explosive 2. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll look good, but we'll see. Let's delete these frames. Explosive, delete frame. And here we go. Let's put 1x here. Yeah, nope, it's not good, but that's okay. We got 4x, 3x, and 2x. Man, photos are not just blurry, it's off center. How weird. Annoying. Anyway, um, there we go, shot type. I'm gonna stare at this and see. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this done before I sign off today. But, oh, okay, there we go. Function, destroy shot. This'll be is all this. Oh, there we go. Because I'm going to be reusing this code many, many times. So, sure, I spelled destroy shot the same way both times. It looks like I did. Should probably be destroy self or something, but yeah, I think I want this to be initiated to 1 or initialized to 1. Shot type has 2 T's. Okay, I'm gonna hit play. Make sure I didn't mess anything up in the process of, I may have messed something up in the process. Nope, nope, looks like it's working. Okay, looks like they're destroying themselves properly. Yeah, looks like it's. See it with faster shots. Oh yeah. Okay, they're coming back, and they're disappearing again. Okay. Okay. I want to make sure I don't mess up the old shots when I implement the new shots. Also, I think I'll remove that boss. It's just, especially since right now it doesn't shoot anything. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get this done before I finish up here. I believe I need to check something. I need to check some messages from some people. Um, okay. Yes, I do, in fact, have an appointment in about an hour and a half. So, and I believe I smell dinner cooking. I see how to do this. I see how to do this. Yeah, I see how to do this, but it's gonna be a pain in the neck. It's probably gonna take quite a while. I'm writing the code in my head, or at least the pseudo code in my head as we speak. And yeah, there's a lot of new lines I'm gonna have to add here. Has a lot of little moving pieces. So, but productive show. I solved that annoying issue from Wednesday. I added a few more features. I started on my way to making the boss technically explode. That's how you say it, by the way. It's explode. This boss will explode in 60 seconds. Yeah, I feel like, I got code done. Got some images made. And I figure, I can always fix those giant blurry images later. For now, I can use the giant blurry images as placeholders. It's fine. It's all good. It's all fine. Actually, I want to look at those. Just want to make sure they are, in fact, yeah, because they'd be even worse if they were if they were hadn't the inherent filter. If I can use a filter that will fix this nearest with mipmaps. Eh, I don't think I'm fixing this with just image filters. So anyway, I'm gonna throw a raid out. I'm gonna do a throw a raid out. Let me see who's okay. There we go. And I will see everyone Monday. I will see you all Monday for more coding. But tomorrow, I will once again be playing Code Vein 2 and you can watch me die. Die over. Okay, try not to die now. Here we go. I'm off for the eve. Good night.